Hi, I'm Dr. Kavya, Clinical Microbiologist, Daya General Hospital, Thrissur. This video is intended to provide a quick reference with regards to testing and packaging of COVID-19 samples. At this time, all testing for COVID-19 in Kerala state must be coordinated through the IDSP office or the district medical office or the corona control cell of each district. All hospitals and medical colleges are given a lineless format for reporting the daily health status of corona patients or suspected corona cases in OPD and IPD. The clinician should decide the necessity for the collection of clinical samples based on the case definition given by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare guidelines. Appropriate clinical sample should be collected by the laboratory personnel or a healthcare worker who has been trained to do the same. By following all biosafety precautions and wearing personal protective equipments, the samples can be sent to the designated laboratory by following the triple packing. The samples to be collected for the suspected COVID-19 are a nasopharyngeal swab, an oropharyngeal swab, or a combined nasopharyngeal and oropharyngeal swab. The yield or the viral load can be increased by putting both the nasopharyngeal and the oropharyngeal swab into the same tube. Dacron or polyester flock swabs are ideal. The other samples which can be sent are a sputum sample, a bronchoalveolar lavage sample, tracheal aspirate, and serum samples. When you are sending the serum samples, you have to send a pair sample, that is an acute sample and a convalescent sample. Acute sample during the first week of illness and a convalescent sample 2 to 3 weeks after the illness. The requirements for the sample collection are
sample vials, synthetic fiber swabs with plastic shafts, leak-proof containers with viral transport medium, adsorbent material, example cotton, tissue paper, scissors, paraffin, sellotape, a leak-proof secondary container, example Ziploc pouch, cryo box or a 50 ml centrifuge tube and plastic containers. Hard frozen gel packs, a suitable outer container, example thermocol box, ice box or vaccine carrier, hardboard box with minimum dimensions 10 into 10 into 10 centimeters and hand rub.
Now, our healthcare worker will demonstrate the specimen collection, that is the nasopharyngeal swab collection and its packaging.
Personal protective equipment like apron, hand gloves, face shield and N95 mask need to be used and all biosafety precautions should be followed so as to protect the individuals and the environment. Never use cotton swabs to take the sample. Dacron or nylon flow swabs are ideal. At the microscopic level, the synthetic tip of a flow swab is more abrasive than cotton and is therefore able to recover and elute more specimens. The brush-like tip of the flow swab also provides for better sample collection and specimen release during testing. Seat the patient comfortably in a well-lit room. Tilt patient's head back 70 degrees. Insert swab into nostril. Swab should reach the depth equal to the distance from nostrils to outer opening of the ear. Leave swab in place for several seconds to absorb secretions. Slowly remove the swab while rotating it. Swab both nostrils with same swab. Place tip of the swab into sterile viral transport medium tube. Bacterial transport media cannot be used as an alternative. And cut off the applicator stick. Proper labeling, including the name, age, gender, specimen ID, need to be done on the specimen container. Close the vial with the viral transport medium. Make sure the lid is securely closed. It is recommended to use a parafilm or tape to seal the neck of the sample vials. Cover the sample vials using absorbent material such as a cotton or tissue paper, which must be of sufficient quantity to absorb the entire contents of the primary receptacle so that any release of the liquid substance will not compromise the integrity of the cushioning material or of the outer packing. Arrange the primary container or the vial into a secondary leak-proof container. Place the centrifuge tube inside a Ziploc pouch. Place the Ziploc pouch inside a sturdy plastic container and seal the neck of the container. The sample vials can also be placed inside a Ziploc pouch covered in absorbent material and secured by heat sealing or rubber bands. Then the Ziploc pouch should be placed inside another plastic pouch and secured. Perform hand hygiene. Place the secondary container surrounded by hard frozen gel packs inside a suitable outer container, example a thermocol box, a vaccine carrier or an ice box, hardboard box, etc. with minimum dimensions of 10 into 10 into 10 centimeters. Place the completed specimen referral form and request letter inside a leak-proof Ziploc pouch. Secure the Ziploc pouch with the specimen referral form on the outer container. Proper labeling need to be done on the specimen container and other details of the center, including the name, address, phone number on the outer container by mentioning to be tested for COVID-19. Mark and label the packages to provide information about the contents of the package, the nature of the hazard, and any special handling requirements. Example, the center's name and address, recipient's name and address or contact number, the words biological substance category B and UN 3373 label is an orientation label to handle with care. IATA label for biological substance category B, UN 3373. For oropharyngeal swab, place the patient in a comfortable sitting position facing a light source. Instruct the patient to open mouth as wide as possible. Instruct him to say "ah." Insert the swab into the mouth and swab the posterior pharynx and the tonsillar areas.
Thank you for watching this session.